Good morning, welcome to a thought for the day for Thursday morning. I wanted to read to you an extract from a thought for the day or daily readings throughout the year by the writer Jeff Lucas, and the particular focus of today's reading is actually on the Palm Sunday reading. And then 1 Peter 4 verse 7, which begins, the end of all things is near. So don't take that too literally or as some prophetic words. As far as I know, the end of all things is not imminent, although it could be, who knows. But this is what Jeff says. And the title is The Prince of Peace Comes. But in the vintage British TV show Dad's Army, Corporal Jones rushes around screaming at the top of his voice, "Don't panic, don't panic," while he himself is a frantic agitation on legs. One of my many weaknesses is that I can tend to react quickly rather than responding calmly when the ocean of life gets choppy. My flawed logic is simply, why pray when you can flap? Emotional turbulence seems to come to me quite naturally, and I like to fix things now. Just now the telephone rang and details of a situation that is frustrating emerged, and so I want to sort it out right away, which is seldom the best idea. Pausing can restore our emotional equilibrium. There is continual encouragement towards self-control in the New Testament, especially in Peter's writings, a man who graduated from impetuous university. Jesus rode into the ancient city, a picture of poise and peace, master of an unbroken colt. He knew very well that his riding into town in this way was the action of a returning triumphant warrior, and more importantly, Messiah, that would provoke the religious leaders and would begin his walk to the cross. He also knew that he would be misunderstood, and those people would promote him as a political hero. But he is calm. He visits the temple and sees all the seething corruption there, and then walks away, leaving the second epic cleansing of that place until the next day. Jesus knows well how to do pressure, holding himself together regardless of what is going on inside. Just particularly struck by those words in the middle of what Jeff says here. Pausing can restore our emotional equilibrium. You know, like Jeff, there are times where when the seas of life get choppy, I too like to just try and fix things. When it's easy to flap, it's easy to get flustered internally rather than to rely on prayer. And in the situation that we find ourselves in now, where it seems as though there are people kind of running around screaming, don't panic, when everything about the way they're doing that seems to cause us to panic. You know, those kind of government briefings that we've had in the coronavirus in the early days, where the figures were going up and up, and yet there was this portrayal of calm and what have you, but it was portraying something other than that. What do we do in those moments? Well, let's take a moment just to pause, to be still, to rebalance our emotional equilibrium, and to pray. And the prayer that Jeff ends with here is, Lord, when I am in circumstances beyond my control, give me grace to control myself and walk in peace. And I pray that that may be our prayer today as well. So God bless you today, and I look forward to talking to you again tomorrow.